Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today is day 3, episode 3 of creating, writing, recording, releasing a song using Loopy Pro. But first, it's Australia Day here in Australia, the 26th of January. So we're going to kick it off with an Australian artist by the name of Murphy's Garden. This is Agendas Offenders. Oh, yeah.
Agendas offenders apparently are leaders, political donations, now you get a sweet job. Don't forget where it all comes from, one day we'll get it all back. Can't you say the leaves falling off the trees? Can't you feel the breeze blowing out your knees? Really know I hate yous, wish I'd never made yous. Kind of unavoidable in this day and ages. This side and that side all the goddamn time now. Can't we just be normal for a little while now? Normal everyday people struggling to survive, getting punished, getting fined for walking out of line. Don't forget where it all comes from, one day we'll get it all back. Cows are sitting down, hours run out, time goes in and out, something about the drought. Really know I hate you, we should never made you. It's kind of unavoidable in this day and ages. This side and that side, all the goddamn time now. Can't we just be normal for a little while now? Genders offenders apparently are leaders, political donations, now you get a sweet job. Don't forget where it all comes from, one day we'll get it all back. Can't you say the leaves falling off the trees? Can't you feel the breeze blowing out your knees? Really know I hate yous, we should never make yous. Kind of unavoidable in this day and ages. This side and that side, all the goddamn time now. Can't we just be normal for a little while now? Can't you say the leaves falling off the trees? Can't you feel the breeze blowing out your knees? Can't you see the leaves falling off the trees? Can't you feel the breeze blowing out your knees?
Murphy's Garden. Man, what a really cool clip, yeah? Pretty much sums up the world, hey? A bunch of babies punching each other while the world rains down money. Absolutely. That is the current state of the world. Agenda's Offenders by Murphy's Garden for Australia Day. Awesome stuff. I'm a big fan of Murphy's Garden as well too. Yeah, so there's a link up in the top of the pinned comments there. So if you want to go check out Maffy's stuff, all his stuff is available on, the usual streaming platforms like, Apple and Spotify and all that jazz. So go and do that. It's a thing. Yeah. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. I hope everybody's doing well. On this show, what do we do each day? We look at apps and stuff on iOS around creativity, all that kind of thing. Do an interview every now and again, some live music, and mental health and well-being and such. And that's kicking off again this week on Friday, Australian time, Thursday for the rest of you living in the past, where we take a look at the Wart series that is back from last year's successful run. And we're going to be looking at Friends. Anyway, there's a Facebook page if you want to jump over and have a look at that. There it is there. It is the We All Rise Together Facebook group. You can go over, join, share your music, all that kind of stuff. This is a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jade Starr. Please hit the like if you like what goes on here. Share it and subscribe if you're new. Hello to those who are new to the channel or those watching on the replay. Show's telecast daily over at the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapp on iOS, so you can watch it there. There's a whole bunch of new emojis and emoticons and all that stuff over at the Twitch. Plus, you can always join the Patreon, where every weekend I master your songs, give away some apps, and talk turkey about music and such. Also, the show is telecast daily in the web browser at the homepage of howtoapponIOS.com. Good stuff. Let's say hello to people who are here in the chat today. Who do we have? Gary Hubbs. Hello, Audible Video. Hello, Joe Glenn. Hello to Thomas Christ with the new spiffy logo flashing there next to his name. Looks really cool. Gregory O'Sullivan. Hello to you. And there's a good unlisted size. Effing good to see. Always a pleasure. Adam Burst. Hello to you. Why is my little ad still going? Look at that. I forgot to press the button. Press the button, idiot. Sound like Jamie Mallon, a stupid bloody hippie. Oh, look, they're all still going. What am I doing? They're all still going. What the hell? They won't turn off today. What's going on? There we go. We'll turn them all. Man, I really don't have my shit together. Brad Example, hello. Losing track of things. It's only just started. Who else is here? All hello to you. Hello to Leela Luriality. Hello. God, I butchered saying that there. Suzanne, hello to you. Who else do I see? I think I saw the Lily Pillies. Hello, Lily Pillies. Hello to Jerry Gomes. How's my arm? My arm's doing good. Hello to Kev Hart. What's going on? Kev Hart is here as well. Mars Capone, hello. Tremor Bear is here as well. Dean Thomas too. Hello, Dean Thomas. Hope you're all doing good, everybody. We are in day 3 today of recording this song. I did a little bit of work yesterday in the horrible heat. How is my arm? Was asked. My arm is doing weird. You want to see? You want to see how weird my arm's doing? Let's show you how weird my arm's doing. I got this weird. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably gone now. It's gone. Oh, there it is. It's kind of there. This weird bruise thing. Look at that. Looks like a jigsaw puzzle piece. And all these weird things on my neck. Look at that one. That one's just appeared. So I'm covered in bruises. But that's okay. That's what happens with ITP. I don't know if it's my ITP that I have where I can't clock blood properly and I bruising a lot. Like I'm normally covered in bruises. My whole body in bruises. So I don't know if that's from the vaccine. I don't think we can blame the vaccine for that. Let's not get too out of control. I'm always covered in bruises. But yeah, I've got bruises all over me. Good times. What are we talking about? How did we get there? Right. But I'm feeling good. So, I'm still not picking up 5G correctly. So I'm a bit upset about that. I think I was lied to about all that stuff. That's it. Complain to the YouTube researchers who told me that I would get 5G once I got the vaccine. I haven't checked if there's any price drops, so we should do this now. Let's do it. Let's go here. Are there any? Yes, there are. Look at that. Not many, but there are. VA Drum 2. Man, I've still got to do a show on that. I have this app sitting here as well. Down from $14.99 to $9.99. It's a really, really good drum machine. I still haven't got around to do it. Going to catch up on apps next week. Audio Layer is down from $29.99 to $14.99. Channel Strip is down $4.99 to $2.99. And TFX Mod, TFX Echo, again, $4.99 to $2.99. So those are noteworthy apps that have dropped since yesterday. So nothing else has really changed. Remember, Cubases is also on sale as well. And Audible Video says that Audio Layer got a massive update as well. So there's a couple of apps that got some big updates too. One I'll be looking at maybe next week. We'll see how we go. But that is, here it is here. If you can see it, it is this one, Sunvox. I can take your comment down now. Sunvox got a massive update. So I'll be doing a show on that eventually. Maybe next week. There's a lot on next week as well. Next week we'll probably be looking at, I'm not going to be looking at this yet because it's still in beta. Maybe looking at this guitar amp sim called Deplike from an Indian developer. Maybe, we'll see. And the Bliss Omega next week. So lots of good stuff to come on show. And yeah, Cubases. That's why Cubases apps are on sale at the moment, because there is a update imminent. It normally happens. They drop Cubases 2 and 3. Put it on sale because they're getting ready to do some stuff. Alrighty. What else I was going to cover quickly before we go on? So there's some cool shows coming up on the channel. Let's do these quickly. Hopefully there's... Oh, look at that nice picture. That's going to be used for a future banner. I sourced that last night. There's a better picture of my arm. There you go. Look at that. What is that? I don't know what that is. It looks cool. There you go. What else was going? Let's talk about this. So yeah, this is what is coming up this weekend, this week at the end of the show. That's what friends are for. We're going to be discussing friends and how to ditch unnecessary friends on Facebook, how to curate friends on social media. Do you need all the friends that you have on your Facebook page? Do your friends listen to your music? Are they really friends? What to look for in a friend? What does a friend mean to you? We'll be talking about friends. I know, it sounds like, what's that got to do with music? But it does, because your friends, you get by with a little help from your friends. You're going to try with a little help from your friends. The Beatles said it, you know, and if the Beatles said it, it matters. This weekend also, I am doing an 80s opening hour of some of the best, most memorable 80s tracks from your memory, and maybe not your memory. Maybe if you have no memory and you're in a home at the moment, shaking back and forward, you have no memory of the 80s. Also, next week, guess what? It is episode 500 of this show. Can you believe it? Been doing this for 21 months or something, and we're at 500 episodes. It's going to be a little 2-hour special. We're going to have a look at stuff like some of the funny moments of what's gone on, some cool apps, some cool interviews, whole bunch of things, and we're going to have some guest people come on the channel and talk about. I might be singing "Living on a Prayer." You never know, Dean. You never know. If you really want me to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Depends if you want to torture yourself with that shit. Alrighty, shall we jump into today's thingamajig? Let's do a transition and we'll move into today's music stuff. Let's do it. For Gary. Boom. It doesn't get old ever for me. Alrighty, so let's open up Loopy Pro. This is the third episode of Loopy Pro. We're making a song about cruelty to animals, factory farming, all this kind of stuff. Hasn't got a song title yet. It looks like not much has changed when we open it up here, but a lot has changed. I've tidied up a whole bunch of things. I've redone some of the baselines. I've redone a whole bunch of things. And now if we jump over to, so if you want to catch up as well, remember, go back to the last 2 episodes to see how this is growing. Today we're going to be working on the middle section, which I've already started, and we're going to be doing that, opening up AUM and importing some samples instead of just recording things in this time, yeah? So let's have a look at our sequencer page here. As you'll see, it's starting to take shape. It actually looks like a GarageBand project or something, yeah? It's starting to actually look like a song, which is cool. This is about the length of the song. So I think this is going to be the whole length of the song. Could be a little bit of tail on the end there. We're also going to be adding some part to the middle using this today. I'm going to be using this little sexy thing, my Micro Freak from Arturia, which I did a show on a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to be playing something in just from this, just to show you that it can be done. And I found a really cool sound that I want to add into the middle. So that's a thing. Yeah. Cool. All right. Do you want to hear it? Let's have a listen to it and see where we're at. Now, remember, there's no vocals. It's still a little bit bland because it needs some guitar in there. And we have some ideas for the middle section that we'll build up on too. I'm not sure of the time of the song. It looks like it's probably about 3.5 minutes so far. But let's have a play, shall we? And see what is the biz. Let's do it. Okay, so it gets pretty dark in the middle, and what I've actually done as well, so I can play the bits that are in here. Let's have a listen to it. So we have... So two tracks are actually muted. We're going to remove these two. They were test kind of things. So what I've also got, I've found some recordings of cattle, sheep, cows when crying when their babies have been taken away from them. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. It's if you go and look on YouTube. I don't want to play it by itself on here or show it. It's really distressing. And I'm going to sample that and put a whole bunch of effects on it and give it like this terrifying part. So I wanted to make this big change up because it's quite a little moving piece, but I want the middle to kind of fucking smack you in the head of what's going on, what cruelty goes on in the factory farming battery hens. So I've got some hen stuff as well to put in there, and I'll replace these two tracks with that. But today we're going to put in another track here using this keyboard, using my Microfreak. There it is. So what we need to do is add a track, and this is kind of like a robotic thing I'm putting in. So this is more for like the battery hen kind of thing that I want to put in. And look, if you've heard the first Kindercore song, which it was on the first episode of this series, you'll know it's I do write heavy subjects for Kindercore. So we'll head over here into our loop screen. We'll go full so you can see what I'm going to do here. Now I need to add a track in here. So I already have one selected. I already have one in here, which is selected to input 2. So this is an input, which is connected to my iRig, which is, so you know, it is sitting over here. There's my iRig, and we have a jack connected into there. And that is running into the back of this little sucker. So we have sound coming out of my Microfreak here. Now I can so I've already got this track. Now how I did this, just so you know, is to add a new, we'll add a new one anyway. So you go over here to add hardware input, and then you select which input you want. So then you can see I've added another one in here, which I don't really need. So we'll just remove that, delete. And now I can unmute, and I should have the Microfreak connected. So this is what I'm putting in here. Now in the Microfreak, I've actually gone in and changed the BPM of this particular sequence to 60 so it matches. And we should, when we get to this section here and play along, it should fit and do what I want it to do. Cool bananas. So I'm going to head back over now to our looping section, and let's bring in these tracks. Let's do this. So if I hit play here, What do I want? I think the tracks are, I think it's this one. Cool. Sweet. So I'm going to record this into, turn this down for a second. I'm going to record this into this little nodule here. And we'll swipe up so I can decide how long I want it to go. We're going to give it 4 bars, I think. We'll give it 4 bars. 4 bars. And I can just hit the little circle and we can get ready to go. So as I said, what I'm trying to create there was like a battery hen kind of thing. This so like, you know, a robotic kind of sound because everything's automated. So that's what I wanted to create with that. I don't really need the Microfreak now anymore because that's all I really wanted to do from that. I just wanted to use that sound. I was sitting here going through my Microfreak last night going, oh, I'll find something robotic. And I ended up making that. Sounded really funky, so I kept it. Let's mute that out. And now I can show you just how easy it is to unplug, ditch my Microfreak, and replace it with my other keyboard, because we're going to need this again, and we can whack the Arturia Keystep 37 back in. Love my Arturia stuff. They make great stuff. And that is that section done. So what I want to do as well, because I do many shows on this program, looking at other apps, yeah, and in AUM, I've made a whole bunch of crazy things. And I want to answer this question too. There we go. Suzanne, I hope that MIDI loops will come to Loopy soon. They definitely are, but in a future episode, maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to be showing you at least a way around, because you can actually record MIDI into Loopy, yeah, using something like Atom, using the Helium. You can also use this new app that is out, which had a massive update the other day, and I haven't done a show on it yet because, and I'll tell you why, there is a reason, because I wanted to wait for it to have a few updates, and then once it gets a few updates, I think it's really going to be ready to be quite a powerful thing. And I know it had an update a week ago, and what is it called? I can't think of what it's called. It's MIDI something. I can't even see it. Look at, I've got too many apps here. Too many apps. If I do a search and put MIDI, it should pop up. Well, yes, you can record MIDI into Loopy. Absolutely. So here it is. It's MIDI tape recorder. This is it. So I can't open it but you can open this as a AUV3, and you can record MIDI into this. Yeah. And there's another update coming for this. The reason I haven't reviewed MIDI tape recorder yet is because it's it's open source, and there's going to be a whole lot of really cool updates coming to it. And from what I read, you are going to be able to output MIDI from GarageBand using this. Very cool, as Pete would say. So that is something to pay attention to, and I definitely will do a show on it when we get to it. Hello, Mr. Back from Doing Time. Hello, Mike Holmes. Good to see you. It's been a while, my friend. Anybody else who I've missed? Well, Seba, hello to you. Mark E. Fex, hello to you. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I want to create another loop. I want to show you how I brought in one of the loops into apps are Pokemon, says Gary Hubs. But Gary doesn't collect either. because you know why? He's too busy working while he's in these chats. Your job must hate you, Gary. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, let me show you this. I want to import a sample in here. So, yes, I know Mike Holmes. Output MIDI from GarageBand on iOS. That would be interesting. I think you can actually do it now, but I have to go through the tests. And so keep watching for this space when I do a show on MIDI tape recorder, because that's the key, man. Because Apple won't do it, so somebody else has had to create an open source app to do it. Right, so I'm going to open AUM, and I'll show you a few things, yeah? So from many of my shows that I do, here in AUM, I have all these saved projects, and if I go through the list, you'll see things like Animoog demo, Timeless demo, Sidechain radio demo. These are where I store all the demos of apps that I've done pretty much from the beginning. Hello, Russ. What's going on, Russ? And so there's some really interesting things I can probably find in here that are noise, because I've done a whole lot of really interesting noise things. We've got one here called Rimdagere Cutter. So I'm guessing the texture of beat cutter and Rimdagere. So let's open up and see what's in here. So it looks like we've got AUDSP. There's some drums in here. I don't want this one. That's already, see, this is what I used already. You would have heard that in the track. So I used this sample already. Let's find something else. We've got some sound saw ones. Let's check these out. These will be noisy. Oh, look at these. A whole lot of drums and stuff. This could be interesting. So what I need to do immediately before I hit play on these is bring the beats down to 60, because our song is in 60. We'll hit play and let's see what happens. Cool. What the fuck? Okay. That was fun. So what I'm going to do is, hello? Is it picking up my mic? Probably is. I'm going to hit another audio track here. In this, I'm going to, we're going to send all these to one track. And I know I can just hit record and I can do that in here, but I want to actually save these in Thingo. The Thing. The Thing. Jesus Christ. Let's do this. So I'm going to send all these outputs to one. What am I doing? Get it together, Dick. Let's send these to Mixbus A. We're going to send all these to A. So it'll take a second to do this. I want to save a copy of this. And I know there's somebody out there writing, but you can do it this way. Relax. It's all good. I know you can do things many different ways, yeah? Because this sounds interesting. It might not work, but it's worth a go. I might take two different things from here just to give this middle section something interesting. And then in here, we will take, oops, I hate that. Mixbus will receive all of those tracks in here. And then I'm going to add neon, and we'll record in neon, yeah? So we've got a blank project here. This should all be synced up to our Bizzo sync, all good. And if I hit play and record on here, we can record this in. So let's do it, shall we? Sweet. So we've recorded that. We have that nice little WAV file there. And now we'll go into our media bay and we'll save this. Let's save this, and we'll call it, what do we call it? What is this band? Kindercore. Kinder Middle 1. And save it. So that's saved. We'll go in and we'll export this. So there it is, Kinder Middle 1. And we're going to export this into audio share. Share into audio share. Cool. So we've got that little section there we can fuck around with. We'll go back into here and we'll clear this out. We'll do a new recording. Stereo. Thank you very much. Let's close that out. And let's load up something else. See if I can find some other interesting sounds here. Perforator. What else do I have? Ripple cutter. Should we try ripple cutter? What's ripple cutter? Let's see what this does. Oh, it looks weird, doesn't it? Jesus. Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. So we got this one called Factory Solo. I don't know what this is. Let's see what this does. Not feeling it. This one's called Demented Grain. What the hell? Let's bring this down to 60. So I'm going to take this because it sounds interesting for some texture. So we'll send all these to Mixbus A. And then we'll get back into Loopy and we'll see what these things sound like. Send to Mixbus A. We'll add another track here on the end. And this can receive all those tracks. So what I might use this for actually is the outro of the song. I think that this might be interesting for an outro, maybe even in reverse. So let's save this. Quite a weird thing that looks like. So we'll this as Kinder outro. And we'll export this as well. So at least we have a couple of different sounds here. And we'll share this out to audio share. Boom. Done. All right. So let's get rid of AUM for now. Bye-bye. Done. Alrighty, so let's jump back into Loopy. I know we've spent a bit of time out of the Loopy. Out of the loop. All right, so we want to bring in this loop that I just recorded. We'll give it some time. As you can see here, when you open Loopy, if you've got a few things open, you can see it's opening up all these AUV3s. So we're just giving it a moment to do so. Everything's almost open. We're all good. Everything is set. So I want to come in here to this particular circle here, and I want to bring in this this first loop. So to do so, I'm just going to swipe up on it, and you'll see there's a little download here, so I can import, and I can go to my music library or document picker. We'll go to document picker, and we'll pick this Kindercore middle, and there it is. We don't want to time stretch it. We just want to leave it as it is, because it was 8 bars anyway. It's a little bit over 8 bars. We can play it, hear what it sounds like. Sweet. So I'm going to import it. And there it is for us to trim if we want, and set it to, you can do all these things, change the volume, the pitch, all that kind of stuff. You've got all these options here, but we're happy with that. So it's been imported, and now let's add it to this, let's play this section. Now we're getting somewhere, because it sounds absolutely disjointed and mental. No offense. I shouldn't use words like that. It's a terrible thing, because mental health is an important thing. Right. So what I'm going to do now is head over back to our palette over here, our sequencer, and we'll add this in. Where are we? Let's get rid of this and find these 2 new sounds. So here's one of them here. And I want to bring these up, because you can move your tracks around, remember. And then I'm not going to mess around too much with volume today, because, you know, we'll put that up here with that one. And you'll see down here. So how am I finding these? You can see there's a new track that's down here, and it's got a little wave file on it. So that's how I can tell these are the things I've added for my timeline. And now we'll just bring that up here. And let's bring these in, and we'll just draw them in. So I'll show you how we're doing that as well. My finger. So I'm just adding these in. And I should really zoom in. I always forget to zoom in. And we can go here. Boom. There they all are. So now in this middle section, but what I can hear is, let's have a look at this, because I'm pretty sure, I think it's, let's just solo this one. There's an artifact in there. It's not that one. Go back here. I think it's this one. And I want to fix this up. Hear that pop? There's definitely an artifact in there. So what I want to do is actually shorten this, because it's pretty much the same thing. Let's see how that goes now. See if I've... we might do is just vary these up, and I might put this every second one. Let's see how that sounds. Not liking it. It doesn't work, and that's cool. Sometimes you waste a bit of time. I think that's okay as it is. I'll see if I can find something else in there for just because I have these other two sounds that they don't actually work. I think how it is, that's enough, because I'm going to put in these animal sounds. So that is a thing. And look at this. I keep drawing things in, which I don't mean to. There we go. So what I might do now is try putting this thing at the end. Let's try importing that. Actually, I won't do that because the end of the song is going to fade out. Right, so what have we got? We've got 10 minutes left till the end of today's show. And so you guys know what's going to happen with the end of this series is, let's go back over here. I am going to, tomorrow, go through some vocals and some guitar. We're going to mess around a little bit again with some guitar just to wrap this up today. And then over the weekend, I'm going to spend some time just polishing things up, getting it all together, writing some lyrics, all that kind of thing. I may even write some lyrics today after the show. And then on Monday, which is Sunday for the rest of you if you live in the US or UK, we'll do the final episode, number 5, so early next week. And it'll be the final mix, master, and upload to DistroKid, so it's available the following day for the 500th episode of this show. It will be available on episode 500. How cool will that be? What? We've got 10 minutes. I'm going to grab my guitar again. And look at doing some heavy stuff on here. Some chugga chugga. Chugga chugga chugga. Chugga 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 chugga. No, I won't be releasing it via iPad, to DistroKid via iPad, because we'll possibly try doing a show on that soon, Russ. You know, we'll try it soon. All right, let's unmute this. Okay, so we'll bring in on here. I think I'm going to bring Rhino in. Shall we bring Rhino? Rhino for some heavy stuff. Look, maybe I'll give it a go over the weekend, Russ, and see if I can get it to work. So maybe. I will be, you know what about we try it on the Patreon first? So I don't waste I'll just waste your time as a Patreon, Ross. What do you think, patrons? Shall I try uploading a song to DistroKid? Oh, listen to that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, Russ. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I've had success with it before, uploading music to DistroKid using iCab Mobile. All right, so here's another sound. All right, that's pretty brutal. I'm going to just play along with this. So we'll head over here. we'll stop this. Let's throw a little bit of black hole on here, just to give it a bit of sex. Bit of sex. Sweet. All right. Cool. So I'm going to do a quick recording of this section here. Let's bring in this chorus. So what I'm going to do is record this here. And we're going to just record some heavy guitar. We're going to put on the metronome for this. Just maybe we'll turn off the black hole for now. That's cool because we're not soloing or anything like that. And we'll hit record. We'll hit play. cool bananas. So we've got a heavy bit in that chorus there. Let's bring that into our timeline. We can find it down here. And here's our choruses. So we can add that in there. Cool. Maybe we'll try recording a little bit of that in. So we'll head back over here. And then we'll call it a day because we're in it at an hour. And we're slowly building there. What do you guys think? Are we getting there? We're getting there, I think. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna sound good, I think. Who knows? Remember, this is the first time I'm using Loopy, so you know it's still foreign to me. And but clearly, it's definitely got a whole different way, a bunch of ways. As you can see, I've like pulled in stuff that I've made in other things, playing bass and guitar live on here. So, you know, there's no problem like that. Being able to have the little sequencer here to set up your songs, just like, you know, using GarageBand for those people who are used to this kind of thing. And, you know, you're getting an idea of how to loop and add these things in. So, where are we? Let's turn this off. And what I might do is cool. So this is our drums. We'll just keep the drums in here and the bass. That'd be right. So what I'm going to need to do is go into this guitar. We're going to use this one here. We're going to set this to 8 bars. maybe even 4, I think. We'll do 4 bars. So we can kind of add that in, and then we'll call this a shot for the day. No shot. There it is down here. Well, let's bring this up to this guitar. We'll bring both of these up. We'll group them together so we actually know these are guitar tracks there. And what I'll do, let's bring this in. I think it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about here. Maybe we'll put it every second one, like that. And let's have a listen to that. Oops, what have I done? Oops, I added the wrong one. Yeah, Trevor Bear says, you make things seem so easy. And I just added the complete wrong part. I've got to find that guitar part. I think it's this one here. Is this it? I think it's that one there. So we'll bring this up here and zoom in a bit there. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Let's play. Cool. I see there too. Let's have a look at this because where are we? Get out of that. So we have our clips here, yeah, because if I see here, I'm pretty sure you can. Yes, you can name them. So we've got this one here. You can go in here and name them. So you've got a pencil. Oh, man. So you can actually name them up the top here. So you can give them a name. See that? I've left a little thing. I can put a blah, blah. I'll just do that for now. I will go in and name these when I'm off the show. So now when we go back here, you'll see that particular one is called blah, blah. There you go. So I'm in the edit screen to do this. How do you get to the edit screen, I hear you ask? That is this section here where the little pencil is. So when you click on here, you get all these options here to go in and change the colors of things. You can watch my demo on my tutorial on this. So you can change the colors. You can group things together. So I can go in here and select, say, a bunch of these. I can see, and how you group them. This is really cool. you just bump them together. So if I wanted to group these two here together, which are two piano parts, I just put my finger on one and just bump it. Let's do that. And you should see that little ring that appears slightly around it. Now those are grouped together. So you can go and group a whole bunch of them together. You just bump them into each other. So if I take these two here, bump, and now they're grouped together. So it's really cool how you can group things together. So there's that as well. Thanks, Thomas Christ, for putting the tutorial to the Loopy demo in there. Hello, Maury P. There you go. So I run through all that stuff in the tutorial. So yeah, there's two tracks that are grouped together. And so whatever, you can move these around together. It's a really handy thing. So there we go. This is the work in progress. And now you'll see how I've named it? And see how it's got a little name down there? And it's bright white. You can actually see it standing out. So yeah, I can use my pencil if I want as well. So yeah, I can do that. You can do all that with your pencil too. And now when I head over to here as well, because they are named, you can see, let's zoom in so you can see. Come on, dude. What's going on? Why is my screen not zooming in? Let's try this. There we go. So see to the side here, you can see the clips have names. So you can go in and edit them and change the name. It's quite small. That is the thing, though. You can change the color of these too if you can't read it. So you can go in there and change all the names. It's customizable beyond your imagination. That's the beautiful thing about this. Awesome, sawsome. Good stuff. So there you go. That is today's. So tomorrow's you'll see that I'll have tidied everything up a little bit more on this. I'll just do some tidying. Might add a few more things to it, and I'll cover what I've added over today's session that I have off screen. And then maybe I'll try and write some vocals, and we'll try and get some lyric ideas. Maybe I'll throw some ideas out to you. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, and you can tell me some ideas. Seba, Jade, sound system must be crazy. Don't imagine how it's done from the mic, sound, iPad, Mac, blah, 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 to OBS. Well, I'm actually going to do a show on it soon, Seba. So I'm going to show you how my setup, how everything works, because it is quite a complicated setup. So, mixing desk, my computer runs the OBS stream. This is what I see up here. That's my monitor up there. And here, as you can see, we've got a camera up here. We've got a camera here. We've got stuff. We've got a drum kit over there, guitars over there. There's a whole lot of shit. And there's heaps of stuff under the desk as well. There's a whole lot of stuff under there, like USB hubs and all this kind of shit. So I will do a video on my studio setup and how everything runs through OBS eventually. All right. And a good thing to do, folks, just to be safe, always save your project. Saved. There you go. And another good thing is make a duplicate. There you go. So now I've got a duplicate just in case something goes wrong. Good stuff. But Loopy's pretty tight, yeah? All right. Happy days. That was very loud. All right. As usual, thanks. Thanks for all of you for being here, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead and doing the things that make you happy. Remember, mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. You guys rock, and I'll see you tomorrow. And all that jazz. Boom, as Hippie would say. Bye-bye.